Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Ashes Wednesday. Particularly exciting week because we finally, at long last, I don't honestly even know when the last releases before this was.
It took a little while.
But man, Plaid Hat getting dunked on by the COVID logistics engine.
Yeah, man, it's true. It's true. It's really tough. It's tough for, let me get my non-delay. It's really tough for small publishers. We got to pour one out for smaller publishers because, like,
it's tough for every publisher, man.
It's tough for everybody, but like, you know, Pokemon like buys the printing facility.
Yeah, sure. If you're printing in the U.S. and you own the printer. Sure.
And then Ashes is like, we've got these printed and they're on a cargo ship, but like, good luck getting the sway you need to like get that thing pushed through the pipes. So you gotta have some patience. I think eventually this will all, in 5 to 10 years, this will all be normal again, I'm sure.
Hopefully.
Right? That's definitely what's going to happen. When is all this going to get back to normal? Do you have any takes on that? Because like I'm even looking at it on the house building front.
I'm looking at it on the building front.
Oh yeah, we're also building a store, and that's actually now harder than ever.
Yep. Welcome to the jungle.
I mean, what has to? I was talking to my wife about this.
Okay.
You're familiar with her, right?
I've seen her once or twice.
So I was asking the question, or she was asking the question, when is this all going to be normal, right? When is it going to get back? So like right now, let's say that average cost of building is about 30 to 40% higher.
Okay.
Okay, so that is because there's a lot of people that are trying to build, maybe the same amount, and there's less of those building supplies available and being made. And the way that I explained it was like the whole pipeline, let's say it takes a year to go from producing a thing to getting it where it needs to be bought. Mm-hmm. And so like if that pipeline stops, you have a year where it's kind of normal. And then after that year, it's like, oh my gosh, we have no stuff. Yeah. And so even scaling up at the moment you realize you don't have the stuff is still a year out from even overproduction. Sure. So is it ever going to catch up? And when it does catch up, is all these things that got built at 40% inflated cost just going to plummet in value?
I mean, yeah, you're asking kind of like I'm an economic guru here.
Is that not your job? I mean, who's running the finances around here?
This is not financial advice. There's a lot of stuff happening, right? The interest rate drops. It's starting to go back up. So the stocks are starting to retrace a little bit. I think the world's getting a little more normal on that end, where you had companies like Netflix and even Tesla way overvalued just because like technology. It's like, there's a pandemic and people are going to be at home watching stuff.
Right, Grubhub and DoorDash.
Yeah.
Those kind of
but then, that whole chain starts with, okay, is this company actually making money?
Yeah.
And then things start to happen. But
that's why NFTs crash, right?
The short and sweet of it is interest rates drop, people are building. That makes people want to build.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it makes people want to buy and build.
Borrow money, if I can.
Yeah. So, like, if money is cheap, then you buy a building, you buy land, you buy property, you buy whatever, you buy houses. Demand goes up. That means that the demand for the supplies goes up. But then on top of that, there were supply shortages of weird stuff and logistics issues, just like we're talking about with Ashes. So then prices go way up.
Let me pause it for you. Apparently, the audio is very delayed. This is one of my great grievances in the universe right now.
Yeah, it's just a thorn that popped up.
I will never, well, I don't want to say never.
Ever getting back together?
Oh my gosh, wait. OBS has changed completely. I can control layers now without pushing them. What the heck? Wait, am I in studio mode? Am I pushing everything over right now?
That shot you just had looks live.
Wow. Now, why did that happen? Oh my gosh. Why does everything have to change? I'll tell you why, because the hero becomes a tyrant, Zach.
Something about a journey. And a hero. How proud we are of all of them.
All right, it's going to get weird. It's going to get really weird. Stream.
The sound of progress.
Let's just record video. That always works.
Dude, it's that kind of day. I almost stopped. I almost just went home a couple minutes ago.
Because you dropped your tokens?
Well, because
take your ball and go.
Lid decided to open in a new way, which is just completely off of my token box. So I was holding it by the lid, and all of a sudden the bottom just falls out, and all my tokens went everywhere, and I was like, there's a part of me that wants to just go home and not even pick up the box.
Let's see what this looks like. All right, let's see. I mean, it looks fine on my end, but who knows? I'll yield to everybody out there.
We starting over, or are we rolling through?
No, we're all through, man.
So anyways, when is it going back to normal? Obviously, supply has to catch up to demand. That's being helped by the fact that interest rates are going up. So people are buying less houses. People are building less houses. There's a little panic in the market, so people are going to be they're more risk adverse to either investing or buying property or whatever. There's also a lot of inflation. That's another issue that's a problem that's going on here.
Just tell me the number. Is it a year or 2 years? 5 years?
The weird thing is sometimes it never goes back. Like gas prices are $4 a gallon for the first time in every state in the United States of America.
Yeah.
Gas may never go back.
They've been like $8 in Europe for a long time, haven't they?
It's a good joke, Robin of Locksley.
Anyway, what I'm looking for is, should I build my house now or later?
Well,
because I want to build it now. I need a place to live, Zach.
Yeah, you know what you don't want to do?
What?
Build a house, get done building it, and then it's worth half of what you paid for it.
I know. Well, you know.
But you also don't want to get 2 years from now. Didn't build a house, and also houses are more expensive than they are right now.
I know.
So
all these things are true.
The real question is, are you willing to pay whatever it costs to have the thing that you're getting, regardless of how much it's worth?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Because
sometimes you just don't have the money. All right, I'm gonna keep delaying this audio in weird ways. Tell me if it ever syncs up.
Let me fill you in on a little secret about yourself. Want to know the truth?
I'd love to. Now that we're here,
just call me the Oracle. The truth is, it's a nickname like the Oracle of the West or something. Midwest, I don't know.
Probably self-applied.
Because he always beats the market.
Probably self-applied.
He's not cheating, no way. He just always wins. He's actually one of the more reasonable humans that has a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, that's hardly a standard. All right, hold on. Let me push this over. Maybe this will help. Here we go. Is it good now? Xeridor says good, but I've been tweaking a lot of levers here. Okay, there we go.
David says there we go.
All right, now if it goes off again, let me know because I'll go back to where it was. Man, you know what? I'm not streaming again until this problem's solved. 24-hour challenge to the stream production team. This has to be solved by tomorrow, or there's no stream.
Okay.
Until it's solved.
You know what?
What's that?
I love that.
Of course, you love it.
You know what we'll do tomorrow?
You don't have to do it.
Tomorrow afternoon, if we're not streaming, we're just gonna go to like Hodges Bend, and we'll do like a Twitter live spaces. So we'll go live on Twitter or our Discord channel, either one. Don't play anything. We'll just talk.
Yeah.
And
have a conversation.
Give the stream team time to figure it out.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not even joking. So here's the secret.
Yeah, tell me.
For you.
Yeah.
Is that regardless of what the price of your
house
of the housing market does in the next 2 years,
yeah,
you're not selling your house.
No, I'm not selling my house.
So there's a reality of like if you're in a position to actually do it, you take the bet. If in 2 years it's worth half of what you paid for it, in 30 years it'll be worth more than what you paid for it.
Yeah.
But
also if I wait 2 years and things go down, I get more house for the money.
Totally. So then the question becomes, can you wait 2 years?
Can I live in a tiny 280 square foot house for 2 more years?
Smaller than this studio room. Right?
Well, I probably could.
Is that true?
Probably could. I mean, it's kind of a damper on other ideas you might have about your future, you know? You don't really want to have a kid in there. That's too much.
We were talking about that in the you were talking about that in the Discord the other day.
You barely have a dog, man. I mean, it's like you're taking up half of the house.
I mean, this is like 300 square foot room.
Yeah.
That's really crazy to think about.
Isn't that crazy?
Most of your days are spent inside of 300 square feet spaces.
Maybe that's what's going on.
Going a little stir crazy?
My brain's feeling a little crazy.
Yeah, you don't have space.
And now the problem is it's summer, which means I don't want to go outside.
Yeah, it's hot.
Because you go outside and literally there's just bugs bouncing off of your face.
Yeah.
And the mosquitoes showed up like a couple days ago. They really started showing up, and it's
You're
like,
going to get those machines Jonathan was talking about?
I don't need you.
The mosquito eradicator?
Dude, honestly, I feel nothing about eliminating all mosquitoes. Nothing. It moves me zero. I'm not even worried about the ecological consequences.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I would take all of them right now and put them into a giant bug zapper, never to be seen again.
Yeah.
I would make all of them incapable of reproduction, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes. Why are we wasting our time on this? Like, there's a political thing we could all get behind, right? You'd have like the 5%.
Eradicate mosquitoes?
Yeah, I'd be like, that's my
I don't know
platform.
anyone that's going to bat for those.
Get rid of daylight savings time, which we're close to anyway.
Yeah.
Make sure that mosquitoes are eliminated from the world, and prevent the ability for people to mail you things that you didn't specifically request.
Via physical or digital?
Both. And phone calls.
Oh my goodness.
So and text messages. So I would have opt-in, necessary, proof on everything, otherwise felony.
Have you seen the stuff
I get elected tomorrow. Let's run.
You want to run? Here,
Let's go.
Here today. I was about ready to quit, and it's May 18, 2022. Steven announces his formal application for what are we running for?
The president, I guess.
Oh,
I
of the United States. Are you 35?
Maybe 35, yeah.
Did you just turn 35?
Yeah.
Am I about to be 34?
Yeah, you were. Huh. Yeah, so I can officially run. So the platform is, of course, like
mosquitoes.
Forward. No daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Kill all mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And unsolicited communication of any kind is a felony.
Okay.
Straight up.
You got my vote.
Yeah, right there, man.
One of 80 million.
If you put something in my mailbox that I did not specifically say I would like to receive direct mail from you, jail. 20 years.
Charlotte says you have your 2 votes.
Minimum 20. If you send me a text message about hot babes in my ear that I didn't request, 20 years in jail.
Do you get that text?
Oh, dude, I get these texts all the time.
You know what text I get at least once a day?
What's that?
Is like funding for your business.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm on some
car warranty
list.
calls, and it's like a robotic voice. It's
do you get those things in the mail?
Put the robot in jail.
That are like they are made to appear to be from like the electric company. It's like you're at risk of this if you don't pay $700 in insurance.
Little thing, it's like, it's a credit card. It's like, I didn't ask for this credit card, and then or it's like, it's your value club membership of a thing you've never even shopped at. It's like 20 years.
Yeah, you're out
every time. And the robots. I put the robots in jail too.
Yeah, there is. I don't know what's going on, but the community app that we use for texting. I'll pop that number up. Let's just go ahead and promote it while we're here.
Sure.
But we had to pay a fee to register the number that we're using for that. And it's some law that is trying to crack down on like spam messages being sent through text.
Okay.
I don't know the details.
So far, not doing a great job.
Well, it's recent. And there's like a date where you have to do it by. Otherwise, you get cut off because you can't have a phone number unless you register and you submit your name and your address and this kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then if numbers get reported, you're going to get in trouble for that.
Okay, great. 20 years, man. 20 years minimum.
Keep me, you have my write-in vote. Look at that. 3 votes of 80 million.
And as we know, one comment is worth about 50 people, so that's 150 votes. We're well on our way. The campaign has begun today.
I mean, it's, what's the name of that Malcolm Gladwell book?
And I'll also...
Outliers, maybe? And Tipping Point. 150 people is enough to start the tipping point for your election.
Perfect. I'll also do a public takeover of streaming software. And devote billions of dollars in federal funding to make it work.
Now, this is a problem we obviously need to solve.
Hey, I'm just trying to get the votes of the kids. The kids love streaming now, so they've got their TikToks and stuff, so make it all better. And then I will also publicly take over all social media and put it in jail for 20 years as well.
All social media.
All of it and everybody who started
it. Nick Green saying, Stephen pulling the Fred Armisen SNL vibes. Believe it or not, straight to jail.
I love Fred Armisen. What a weird guy.
David
that guy's
so says there's a slight delay back in the audio.
But I didn't change anything. I didn't change. Hold on. Now, you know what's going to happen? Wait, how much of a delay are we talking about?
Lorenzo, I know you're testing the brand new decks. My subscription came in yesterday. I'm pumped. But what are the most fun Ashes decks you've ever played? Or played recently, actually?
Ooh. I like that Dreadlord deck if I could ever win a game with it.
Dreadlord.
Yeah, the Arsenal adventuring party. The one that you snaked into about 20 times and beat every time.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating.
The idea of the deck is a good idea. It's a fun idea, and I like it.
Alex Becker is asking, President Woolley, what's your stance on NFTs?
As far as I'm concerned, let people spend their money on speculative
did you
nonsense.
About the Luna stuff?
I did. I read an article about that this morning. I'm just telling you, sweet vindication.
90% losses back to back to back, day to day to day is pretty wild. That's a curve you do not want to be a part of.
It's
unless you shorted it.
It's almost like it's all just money in, money out.
There's
nothing at the end of the chain.
You know what's interesting? It's the entire financial system.
Yeah, that's why I live in the country.
The whole stock, AMC, GME thing.
Meme stock thing. Yeah.
Absolutely just opened my brain to how fictitious the whole system is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You know what's not fictitious is cardboard.
It's not. Here we are
It's
in the flesh and
real,
blood.
and I'm touching it, and it has things on it that matter to me.
Keith McDaniel's saying, can we actually do a manned mission to Mars? Now, here's the thing. If you start losing focus, your platform gets watered down.
That's right. We got to kill the mosquitoes first.
I'd love to go to Mars, but yes, we got to take care of the mosquitoes.
And if there are mosquitoes on Mars, then we will have a manned mission there to eradicate them there as well. 0.01 second delay. Okay, I can fix that. Watch this.
So I sent out a text this morning.
0.01 second delay. So
And
we need...
I asked people who
less
they
of a
thought
delay.
we would play today of the two decks and who they thought would win. Everyone thought I would play Dimona for some reason, and I'm interested in knowing why. Question of the day: which hero between Dimona, Odin,
All right, how about this?
and Hope Everthorn would you expect me to play? And which one would you expect Steven to play, and why? I think I'm playing Hope.
Yeah, I'm playing Dimona 100%. Dimona's got these fundamentally good things. She's a battlefield control.
I do love Dimona. Don't get me wrong. But check this out, dude. This might actually change your mind. Have you seen the Fox Spirit?
No, but I love foxes.
Look at that guy.
All right, but look at these. They got these abilities. Do we have the fox spirit? Are we pulling that up?
Like planet?
Are we popping? You know what? Actually, I'm worried. Hold on a second.
Bobby Picker, the Zach and Steven Daily Economics Show. Here we go.
We might be on the wrong layer. Do we have a fox spirit?
That'd be a very short-lived show. It's all just supply and demand.
Uh-oh. Stream team, we need you.
Andrew's saying, stream's off to an epic start. Kai Jacobson.
Yeah, it really is.
This is backwards to what I thought. Yeah, but why? I'm really curious to know.
Okay. All right, well, let's look at these guys.
Look how much fun they're having on Double Down. They're just having a good time.
They are. I'm going to double down on winning today.
There's some really creepy art in here.
Okay, let's see what this fox spirit does. Key 1 comes into play, raise 1 die in your active pool 1 level. Okay, so like the opposite of that that ghost thing. That lowers 1 when you come in. Pounce 2 when it's declared as an attacker, add 2 to the value of its attack for the remainder of the turn if it's targeting an exhausted unit. Okay, I love that.
They're pouncers.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah, check this other
Reachers,
conjuration out.
graspers.
Wishing Wing. We're in birds, but these look like attacky birds.
Yeah, let me go top down here.
X attack, 1 life. Do we not have pops?
Not yet.
Pops on drops?
We'll get them. I'm sure there's some scrambling going on.
X attack, 1 life, 0 recovery. Opportunist 1. When this unit comes into play, if you have a turtle in your active pool, place a status token on this unit. That's cool. Bequest X. When this unit is destroyed, you may draw up to X cards. X is the number of status tokens on this unit. That's cool.
I'm going to have to look at that again. We know what's going on? Pops wise? All right. All right, so I'm going to look at Wishing Wing.
What up, man? Stream can start.
When this unit comes into play, if you have a turtle in your active pool, place 1 status token on this unit. Comes into play, turtle in your active pool, place a status on it, okay? When it's destroyed, draw up to X. Now that's weird. All right, so what do we do with this?
If you got a turtle, comes into play with a token, you need other ways to put tokens on it.
Are you back in status token land?
Always. So
Yeah,
we're good.
you love the status token.
Here's what Kai had to say about why he thought we'd choose opposite, which, to be fair, I'm excited about Dimona. It's not like I'm like, oh, gross.
Yeah.
Says Knights and Divine Magic seem up Zach's alley.
What?
Oh,
Why?
well, I'm the only one who's played Divine, really, with Odette. And
played Divine Illusion all the
kind
time.
of an Odette vibe, you know?
Yeah, okay. Okay.
But then it says Hope is like a dreamy paint magic and almost has a watercolor vibe. So he assumes that Steven would love it.
Oh, but I'll have you know, a counterpoint. I love faith-based combat.
Like
I've always said it.
a positive version of the Crusades.
I've said it from the start.
Crusades are a bad example. But I'm trying to think of real-world faith-based combat.
Real world faith-based combat, not great. But fantasy faith-based combat is cool, where it's like, you know, clerics and like people who are motivated by their faith. You know, the zealots, the monks, those kinds of things.
The kind of chaotic version of that I recently watched was the show Vikings.
Yeah.
And they have this like, it's not bloodlust, but it's like the idea of dying in battle is like glorious to them.
Man, you gotta get to Valhalla.
And they're just not afraid at all.
Yeah.
And
That's the true epitome
that's a
of faith.
terrifying, cool vibe. And they show up in England, right? And England's all like
No.
spiritual and monks and
Yeah.
praying about it. And they have their knights that are like monks or priests. And then it's just like this whole like crazy clashing
Sounds like
of
Warcraft 2.
You want to just look through all these cards real quick? What's Dimona up to?
All right, so let's look at Dimona Odestar. We've seen this, and we previewed some of these. 2 basics, the full spread. Main action, exhaust, 2 basics. Remove an exhausted ally from play. If you do, place a mount onto the battlefield and place it under that unit. So we can bring the Empyrean Mount in for 2 basics. It comes in as a 3/3/3. When this unit is declared as an attacker, you may choose a target an opponent controls. That unit must block this unit if able. So this would be a great one to give overpower to. There may be some things in the deck that'll do that. Or putting those, there's all sorts of divine cards. There's that one that attaches and gives them overpower. So good. Or overkill or whatever it is in this one. Dismount. Allies come back into your hand. So we need to play a lot of comes into play or leaves play allies kind of thing. Really comes into play. And leaves play, I guess, whenever it rolls in there. A solid 3/3/3, man. I mean, this is exactly the kind of thing I'd want to play.
Yeah, it's fundamentals. People are saying it does scream of Zach's Beefy Boys and Valkyrie from. I can see the direction.
Yeah, but they don't know you like I do.
Let's look at Hope real quick, just for comparison. We'll walk it through. Hope Everthorn. 1. It's got Thorn in the name, so we're already there.
What's your battlefield? 6?
6. Spellboard 5, 17 health.
I've got a 3 spellboard. I actually like that the most because that's just less things to think about.
Duplicate, side action, exhaust, basic. Choose a conjuration you control with a life value of 1. Place a copy of that conjuration on your battlefield at the end of this turn. Destroy that copy.
Now that's really awesome. That's going to be busted. There's going to be so many weird things you can do with this.
Wishing Wing comes out with a token on it because you got a turtle. Swing. It attacks something. It blows up. At the end of the turn, you draw a card.
Place a copy of that conjuration on your battlefield. Oh. Does it copy the status tokens as well? Surely not, right? They'll call me Shirley? Like if I copy a Wishing Wing with 1 status token, does a new one exist with 1 status token on it? No, can't. Surely not, right? Surely not. Surely not. Don't call me Shirley.
Don't know.
Surely not.
All right. And you already said your signature card, so check this out. Void Pulse. 1 basic, reaction. You may play the spell after you declare attackers. Deal damage to a target unit an opponent controls equal to the number of attacking units. If this destroys the unit, after it is destroyed, draw 2 cards, and then change 2 dice in the target player's active pool to a side of your choice. So it's an instant speed, 1 damage.
That's it? After all that text?
And if it destroys the unit it's damaging, then I get to draw 2 cards and change 2 dice to sides of my choice.
Okay. That's the signature? Oh, hold on a second. After you declare attacker, it's a reaction. Okay, that's important. Okay. Oh, damage equal to the number of attacking units.
Yeah.
Attack with 3, kill something that's 3 health, instant speed.
2.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. It's like that dumb card you always play, Crescendo. It's like Crescendo, but maybe even way better.
More conditional, but also better. Yeah. So we already know where this is going.
Yeah.
What kind of conjurations you got?
Let me look at here. Check out my signature.
Oh, that's not. You already had a signature. You
got 2 signatures. I got 2 signatures. I got the Wayward Knight as well.
How
I got
is
Empyrean
fair?
Mount. I've got again. I like Rohan. I like horses. Right.
How is this fair?
Wayward Knight, 3 basics, 2 arms. When it comes into play, search your discard pile for an ally and shuffle it into your draw pile, so you keep cycling allies, which is good for Empyrean Mount and Dimona generally. And then you can side action charge, take an attack action targeting a unit and declaring this unit as the attacker. Oh my gosh.
As a side action?
You know how good that is.
So good.
Side action kill the thing, main action attack the thing. Ugh.
Wait, isn't side action attacking?
Yeah, but you can do a main action attack after that.
Yeah, but not with the same unit. Those horses are baller. I told you about those horses I drive by every day. They look just like that. There's a white horse and
they look just like this with the helmet and everything.
Yeah, exactly. There's a white horse and there's like a I don't know, golden looking horse.
You got the armor on there?
Yeah, totally. And the knight.
It's just a knighted horse just wandering around a pasture outside of your house.
I'm going to send you a picture later and photoshopped very poorly.
It's like Garden State or something.
Goodness. What up, Chris? Welcome to the stream.
What are your conjurations you're working on? What kind of books you got?
All right, so summon Fox Spirit.
Yeah, we see.
Basic, cost the mask, so I'll be playing Illusion. That's a point for Steven here. Place
what's
a
up,
fox,
Chris?
etc. If it's focused, I can change the activation to a side action.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
So a side,
they're
you can
fast.
side action fox, and then you can also main action a fox, potentially.
And
two
then
of 'em out.
we looked at the fox spirit earlier. Are we popping yet?
We're not popping.
All right. So there's fox spirit.
We are. I don't see him. Let me keep working with some layers.
I've got fox spirit up right now.
No. Where's this guy? Indie Jonathan. Yeah, that's right. Kev intro. We don't need studio audio live. Yeah. All right. Well, it's all there. I just don't see him. Are we indie in? Hold on a second. Let me work on the internet. Maybe this is a thing.
I'm on the mini PopsCon.
Yeah. Okay. Here, let me make this. Let me transition into this here. All right. I don't know. It feels like we're just not getting the. It's just not coming in. It's just not connected or whatever. Don't know why. Who could fight it?
Anyways, I have the wishing wing and the fox spirit.
Clyburst Griffin. Have you seen this thing?
I do love griffins.
You seen the art on this? I only have 2 of them out.
A lightning griffin.
Isn't that cool?
That's
oh my
really
gosh.
good.
Do you know what griffins? They're a mixture of 2 things. What are they?
Looks like an eagle to me.
Eagle and what?
Looks like some kind of cat.
Yeah, I think that's right. It's like an eagle and a lion, if I'm not
Yeah, see
mistaken.
the tail and the back paws.
Just like the strength of all things.
Yeah. I can't wait till we get a chimera. Although, don't they call it chimera? Isn't that referring to something in this universe?
Oh yeah, it is. There's a concept. They were like the OG
Phoenix
entities or something.
Yeah.
So the summon Clyburst here, main action to cast, which I love. You always love a book that you can just waste time on. And then as a main action, exhaust, angel, time glass, place a Clyburst Griffin conjuration onto your battlefield. Okay, easy. So 2 dice for the Griffin. When it comes in, when it's attacking, it deals its damage before units in battle with. It's got quick strike 3/2. I mean, see, look at these. Look at this. Look at this Fundies setup here.
I'm just over here wondering how am I ever going to beat this?
Well, sometimes with the precons, the answer is you're not.
Okay. Well, we'll struggle through it.
Yeah, that's
We'll
usually
see how
how
we
that
feel.
works. Yeah.
Well, this, if any card is going to do it, is this one. Look at the art on this. Dream Fracture. I think that's Dimona.
Ooh,
having
look
some
at that, though.
crystal ball pain. Side action mask.
I don't think you've never said. I don't think anyone said crystal ball pain. Probably before.
I find unique ways to string words together.
Yeah, you're very creative.
Yeah,
We appreciate your creativity. around
Sometimes
here.
backwards.
It's our
All right,
favorite.
side action and a mask. Main action to use it. Exhaust. Choose a target opponent that has 1 or more die in their active pool. Lower a die in their active pool 1 level. Then deal damage to their target Phoenix Born if they have no dice on the power side in their active pool. I like that. Just a way to penalize bad dice.
All right, I'm gonna have to look at this. 1 or more dice in their active. Lower 1 die to 1 level. Then deal into they have no more dice in there. Ooh, wow! I love this. Wow, this is great. You gotta love this card, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be a thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a total thing.
Oxfordor is saying, Chimera are the monsters for why the Phoenix Born were created to defeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes total sense. All right, wait, what are the ready spells you've got? I've got 2 to share.
I've got a few. So I have a
Yeah.
spell board of 5, right?
Yeah.
So we're loaded. Next, we get Reimagine. This card looks cool. Action to play. After you pay for a dice power using a turtle or a fox, you may place that die and 1 exhaustion token on this spell if it has no dice on it.
I'm not listening. I'm gonna have to soon. I'm trying to fix these pops.
It's basically the store a turtle or a fox to use as a power die later,
Store a turtle or a fox to use as a power die later.
but only on a reaction.
Oh wait, is it like that necklace thing? That royal charm?
Kinda. You bank it. Yeah, it's like that a lot.
Do you pay for a dice power using any unit? Yes.
Yeah.
I love these cards, by the way. I don't know if they're good. Like I don't know if
Yeah,
they
they-
ever see play.
They just store value. The last spellboard card I have is Keepsake, and I do believe this is a young Vicky with a young Hope. Look, they're little babies.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
That's cool. Are they hanging out?
it's a keepsake. So
Yeah.
of course, like she's got this necklace on that you see in the thing, and then it looks like Victoria's got the lantern of some kind. After one or more dice in an opponent's active pool are re-rolled, lowered in level, or changed to a side of your choice, place a status token on the spell for each affected die without exceeding 4 on this spell.
Dude, this is a whole illusion game plan thing that finally is coming into play.
Action, spin a mask, discard this spell. Deal damage to a target unit equal to the number of status tokens that were on this spell.
Yeah.
What's crazy is you could have 3 of these out, attached, all in the stack. And then if you change 3 or 4 dice, each of them gets 4 tokens, and you have 3 ready to go do 4 damage to a unit.
I feel like this is actually really important for Illusion to get this package. Like, they're able to do what they want to do and then still play the fundamental game of Ashes at the same time. That's so good.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so good.
What's your the ready spell?
I'll show you. I've got 2 of them, actually.
Yeah, because you have spellboard 3. I like that they let you fill that out. And is my recommended starting 5 for those at home who know better my 5 spells?
I mean, it depends on if you're good or if you're playing a precon.
We are playing a precon. So here we are.
I've got Reinforce, main action, Exhaust. It's a side action play, and a time die. Look at the top 5 of your drop pile, reveal an ally or alteration, place it into your hand, shuffle. You may immediately play it without paying any main or side action costs.
What?
That's going to be great. So it's a side action to play it. Then at any time, for the rest of the game, you can look at the top 5 and basically play for free an alteration, paying the dice cost, but not the activation cost.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
That's going to make alterations way better. Hashtag spoiler alert.
Because you can fish them out.
Yeah. Then we have Piercing Light. It's going to cost a main action and a lion to put it on the board. All units with a divine die on them have the following overkill 1. It was literally built for these
Pop
units.
them by 1 and overkill them.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Here's one of those spammers.
Deal 1 damage to the opponent's. That's just great, man. I'm a huge fan of that.
All right. What about ally package? I've got a couple. I like the look of this cat. It's giving me some Viscera vibes, and I dig it. Dreamlock Mage. Action, 2 masks. Restrict side action. Lower a die on its power side and a target opponent's active pool 1 level. 2 attack, 3 life, 1 recover. Solid ally. Side action to change a die. Synergizes with the stack 'em and do the damage moment.
Some of the best art we've seen, yeah.
Isn't that crazy looking? Mm-hmm. Love it. We also get the Realm Walker.
See, what is up? Have we ever really been able to dive into why you love the darkness so much?
Wasn't expecting this conversation today.
You know what I mean, though?
I mean, stories are made they're made by the bad guys.
Well, yeah.
Name your favorite story.
Some would say.
Go on, I'm waiting.
My favorite story is...
Don't think about the story too much, but just the favorite,
Yeah. Man, I mean, like, are we talking like big stories?
I don't know, man.
There was an old children's book.
That went a weird direction.
I was thinking about this the other day, about these brothers, and they all had, like, superpowers, basically. Mm-hmm. And they were, like, one was really strong, and one was really fast, and all this kind of stuff. And I remember being like, oh, man, this is awesome, because, brothers, cool. But then there were 7 of them, and then the 7th one didn't have any powers or something. And everybody was like, the 7th brother, we all love him, but, like, not as good. And then at the end of the book, there's a disaster of some kind, and all the brothers are getting wrecked. And he starts crying, and he floods effectively the world, and like saves everybody. And then they're like,
by flooding the world.
Yeah, with tears.
It's kind of
like, what was my mom up to? I was like 6 when I was reading that.
Feels like a riff on the Joseph story. Youngest brother gets
Did he cry and save the world?
No, he just kind of became the Pharaoh's right-hand man, and then.
Oh, so it's like identical.
Suddenly,
basically the same.
Well, he's like the youngest brother and like looked down upon and messed with, and then like he becomes important, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, maybe we should have been nice to him, and like.
Oh, sure. Well, the brothers were always nice to him. They were just like, we just don't know why he's not awesome. And then he cried a lot, and then he became
it's
awesome.
Like your brother Superman, and you're just Steve.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, what I do is I can cry.
Anyways, villains. Think about it. When you say something like Lord of the Rings, even epic story. Aragorn, Gandalf, the Hobbits, etc. But you also have Sauron and Saruman and the Witch King. What makes those stories
Yeah, that's true. You need a good
Epic.
villain, don't
You
you?
need something that the hero.
But why do you like being the villain? You're supposed to root for the heroes.
Someone's got to be the villain.
So it's a noble
I'm
sacrifice.
just doing my part.
Yeah, it's a noble sacrifice.
Every villain thinks that, you know. It's like I'm. No, good villains don't think they're wrong or bad.
Story of my life.
Like this guy, Dreamlight Mage, he didn't do anything wrong.
I think he pretty much knows he's bad.
I don't know. That's true.
By the time you got this giant, you got this purple mist floating around you and a hood where you can't see anything. You're kind of, like you just gotta look at it and say like, okay, in all the history of things, of stories, has this kind of a look ever been synonymous with the hero of the story?
Perhaps. Let me tell you a story about this Dreamlight Mage. Perhaps his mother was a farmer. Perhaps she was sick. Perhaps a mage came by and said, you know what, I can save your mother, but I'm going to need something in exchange. All of a sudden, he gets whisked away and taken over by the dark magic.
Purple mist must
and on the inside, every time he's doing something bad, he's sad and screaming, but you just can't hear it. Because he's trapped.
That's probably what's happening.
I could paint this story all day long. Anyways, we also get the Realm Walker.
Your regular Sanderson over
which
here.
is less obviously a bad guy. Wolf, a time die, and a basic. 3 attack, 3 life, 2 recovery. Isolate 1. When it's declared as an attacker, choose a target opponent to place a 1 exhaustion token onto an unexhausted unit of their choice that they control. Love that.
That seems good.
3/3/2.
This is how you're gonna win.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the answer there. Yeah. This unit may be the best unit in a while. Yeah, this unit is crazy.
What kind of units do you get?
This unit's really good.
Ooh, you get little baby units.
Yeah, but they come in and they get the Empyrean Mount and then they roll back out.
Your conjurations are more powerful.
Well,
than your allies, but my allies are like stronger stats than my conjurations. See what they did there?
It's the Surprise X Beefy boys. We're back again.
Surprise!
Surprise!
The best kind of beef is the surprising kind.
I'm actually here. Wayward Recruit. It's funny too. Talking about the the kind of the classic evil look of like that Dreamlock Mage. Apparently, somebody was saying in the chat earlier. Dimona, like, kind of
is a bad guy.
Very ambitious. Some would say
that's a classic thing too, right? Like, the character that looks like
we got pops
would be a main character or good guy turns out to be a bad gal.
Yeah,
etc. etc.
Yeah, I could see it. Wayward Recruit. Look, check this out. 1 angel, 0/2. When it comes into play, you may choose a divine die in your exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. Comes into play. Divine Dice goes on a thing.
That seems good.
That's incredible. Adept Duelist, side action to play. You always love to see that.
You love this guy when he previewed.
Stock cannot be guarded against. And Disarm, when it's declared as an attacker, discard a target alteration spell attached to a unit an opponent controls. Wonderful. Answers questions. I love it. Crystal Archer, 2 dice, main action. Preemptive Shot. When this unit is declared as an attacker, blocker, or guard, you may deal 1 damage to a target unit an opponent controls, and a 2/2/1. These are phenomenal units, Zach.
Yeah, and a lot of them.
Phenomenal units.
Well, let's see what I finish out with here. First is Double Down. It's a reaction. Costs a mask and a time die. You may play the spell after a conjuration you control with a life value of 1 is destroyed as a result of an attack, spell, ability, or dice power and opponent controls. Place 2 copies of that conjuration onto your battlefield.
Wait a minute. Wait, so...
They just keep showing up.
Wait, so we're going to...
Yeah, that's going to be a double take right there. We like that.
Okay, this is... Man, there are some cards in these packs that are new templates. Like new deck archetypes.
Yeah.
Someone's going to really do gross things with that.
Yeah. Well, it's only a value life of 1. It's a good restriction.
You know what, though? Were those owls value life of 1? The discardy owls?
Don't know.
Because wouldn't that be awful? The first turn.
You blow one up and they just put 2 more
There's
out.
2 and then they discard you. Yeah. That's maybe why they were chained recently. Did you see that?
You can't start with the owls?
Yeah. You can start with the summon book, but you can't actually put an owl in play until turn 2.
Nice.
Yeah. You're really dancing around the fact that Larry King's doing the business.
It's getting... I kept wanting to say Larry King. It's getting precarious. A very tight line we're walking here. Speaking of that, 2 things I want to mention before I reveal the last card here. on my side of the fence is one, we've been doing a podcast series called The Power 7. A handful of those are up right now. We do have one coming with lead designer for Ashes, Nick Conley. And
He spills some tea.
out of nowhere, we're getting to the end of the cast, and he's just like, by the way,
You want to know some stuff?
woof. So that's going to be going up soon. If you're interested in Ashes and hot news, definitely listen to that. Stick around for that one. And
If you like Ashes but hate hot news, you'll unfortunately
yeah,
pass.
if you want cold news, wait till our next Ashes stream. We'll deliver it straight out of the freezer. I don't remember what the other thing I was going to say is. My last card is Ensnare, cost a wolf. You may play the spell after an opponent declares a guard. So if you step in front of a unit, deal 2 damage to that targeting guarding unit or Phoenixborn.
Yeah, right. So somebody tries to guard, you get it out of the way, and then you go to the original target.
Yeah.
Right. That's good. That's good to have in the game.
Yeah. Can't count on the guard. The mouse gets in the way, you pop it, and then all of a sudden you're attacking the snake.
Boom.
We back.
And it's a turtle getting wrecked on the card, so that makes sense. And then I've got an action, alteration, and a reaction
I
spell.
like that.
So Blessing of Lightning is a side action and a die. Choose up to 3 divine dice in your exhausted pool and resolve their dice powers without paying their costs.
Can I see that?
We finally get to play the dice power game. Don't touch my cards. Those are your cards.
What?
So +1 to a bunch of units, man. And then you turn on all these abilities?
If they're on lions. She looks awesome in that picture.
Oh, is there beeping happening? I got that.
Every time a card comes in.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, there's only 1,000 different ways these systems all work together. It's fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this is great. I
awesome.
love this card, for the record.
Yeah. How do you really feel?
All right, Crystal Armor. We'll have the no beep version coming up here. Hopefully. I certainly hope so. Crystal Armor is going to be a side action. It's going to be a die. After an opponent declares attackers, you may play this spell from your hand by paying 1 turtle instead of its play cost. So Crystal Armor comes in, which is quite nice. +1 attack, +1 life, +1 recover. Okay.
It's pretty good.
I got you, Crystal Armor.
I got you.
And then lastly, Disengage, 1 turtle, reaction. You may play this after an opponent declares blockers. Choose an attacking ally you control that is blocked. It is no longer attacking. Place an exhaustion on the unit that was blocking it. Disengage.
Wow.
Perfect.
That's
Love
a great
this.
card.
Love this. Okay, so let's play these things, man.
Yeah, you
now,
ready to get
usually,
dunked on?
now, here, hold on. We'll zoom out for a second. Now, usually, this
I
is
win.
worth noting.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
No, usually Zach loses until we get to deck building. Because I have superior fundamental value assessment brain. However, the key thing you need to know before we dive in here is that a lot of times these pre-con v pre-con games are not as good as we want them to be.
No, this is
Universally.
PSA.
Yeah. So sometimes it's not the best Ashes you will find in the pre-con decks. In fact, when we were doing the Introduction to Ashes series, we queried the Discord community here on our Discord channel, and we asked the Ashes people, hey, what's the #1 thing you would tell a new player? And resoundingly, like, the #1 thing was get away from the pre-con decks as soon as you can if you want to really see the beautiful, gold that is Ashes Reborn. So we don't know how this is going to play, but the problem is you're having to try to... Your secondary concern is balancing the 2 decks against each other. Your primary concern is giving tools in the deck that's going to enhance Dimona and or Hope, but also paying attention to the rest of the card pool and giving tools to literally every other archetype and every other thing in the game. So it functions, but sometimes it's not the most satisfying. We will find out if that is the case today.
One thing I want to mention before we get into it, I know we sent these out on our Discord and our community, but I do want to remind everyone the charge for the upcoming Ashes League, our Ashes Discord League, is coming soon. And the next league starts the first Wednesday of June. If you're unfamiliar, happens every Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. You have to be on the Discord at about 8. You have till 8:15 to be at the table. There's a Ashes League channel on our Discord where you can find a spreadsheet that has who you're playing and what table you're at and stuff. And the promo, we revealed those promos last week.
Promo Odette.
Is there a way to pull that up? Is it promo
I
Odette?
think if we just say promo Odette Diamond Crest, maybe we'll get it.
This card is
Promo
awesome.
Odette is another. That's
There's
not
the regular.
That's the regular. We don't have the.
Well, I said her name first, so maybe the spicy one's coming. There
there it is.
Alt art exclusively available through us. It's going to be anyone that plays 8 of 12 weeks. So it's June, July, August. First 12 Wednesdays in those months consecutively. You have to play in 8 of them, and it's via webcam. During our Learning Ashes series, you did the webcam episode where Steven showed the setup and stuff. So that's how you get this. We're also going to be the ally, which is the Beast Tamer promo. Is that how you say it? Beast Tamer promo?
Promo Beast Tamer promo, promo Beast Tamer. Calling Bryce 3.0. Mr. Robot, please come to our aid.
There's the regular. Let's see if the promo Beast Tamer pops.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite units, by the way.
It's
Those
so
Beast
good.
Tamers.
And
I
it's
love
like
them.
in the promo, it's dressed to match the Odette vibes.
I don't know if we can get it. Promo Beast Tamer.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna post a link in the
Beep,
chat.
boop, beep.
But you can go to our website, go to the Ashes category, find the league there. Great community. If you're newer, don't be afraid. The people in that league are fantastic.
Except one of them.
Yeah, except one.
There's one you have to watch out for, and we'll never tell you who it is. There's a promo Beast Tamer right there. Okay. Now, what am I supposed to do here? Okay.
I just grabbed all my spells.
She casts these. I probably want a Wayward Knight. Discard pile for an ally. How do I get an ally in the discard pile?
You want to topsy down me?
Maybe I don't like these.
Look at this. I nailed that.
Yeah, I crushed it. Okay, what am I going to do? So we need to get the ready spell in. So, okay, I'm going to turn my first 5 here. Don't look at this, you know. Just
Agree
don't
saying,
pay attention.
my bad. As if it's him. I don't think you agree.
Could be.
Also worth noting, we do have these expansions available on the website if you weren't a part of the subscription. Also, of course, huge shout out to all of our subscribers through the Ashes PvP subscription. That is how this game continues to exist and get made. Incredible that we are. This is happening for this game. Absolutely love it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. Let's go, man.
Going down.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
Look at what?
Don't look at that.
I see nothing.
Okay.
Our approaches are very clear.
What's that?
Just that
I'm going to sleeve my cards. You know why? Because I'm not a monster.
because you're a madman.
They're so much more fun to play with. It's like, honestly, it's so much better. So much better. We'll put Dimona in like a thematic gold sleeve.
I'm just ready to roll, man.
I know. But I like the, you know, again, the romance.
2 basics when the time comes.
I'm not rolling them until I've sleeved my cards.
I almost peer pressured you into it, though. I could feel it.
Nope.
You thought about grabbing them, rolling them up. Look at this.
Did you come up with that by yourself?
That's just I rolled exact evensies. Like 1 basic, 3 of the middle on each side. It's kind of like we had the creepiest thing in the world happen yesterday.
It was so creepy.
So this past weekend I played in a really big Flesh and Blood event, and I got 33rd, which is 32nd was the first goal was to get top 32 for various reasons. I didn't. Steven launched a promotion for a product to celebrate my 33rd place finish yesterday on the stream, and amazingly, the stream was 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds long, which is insane.
How's it even possible?
If we were trying, we couldn't make it happen.
No. I will be ready for a studio that's not next to the tape gun.
Yep, that's the sound of progress, though. I'm also going to be ready for a studio that has air conditioning.
No, man. I think it keeps us fresh.
I don't know.
Keeps us honest.
Makes me sluggish.
You've got to, well, it's probably that 2 a.m. flight that you got in from, what, last night, effectively?
I'm still
Night before?
feeling it.
And the fact that you were engaged all weekend in a high-level competitive tournament.
Not impossible.
You're wandering around like a
Say, what am I doing on Friday, though?
man without a head.
Nothing.
Yeah, when Friday gets here, I'm doing nothing.
Got some beers in the fridge with my name on it.
I'm doing nothing.
The old 10 o'clock shadow.
Your 10 a.m. Bud Light.
Man. Sometimes that's a fun way to live life.
Yeah.
Don't know that it works for me anymore.
2-3 days a week. Super fun. That's what you mean, right?
2 or 3 times a day? Or 2.
It's not 10 a.m. 2 to 3 times a day.
It is if you're doing it right.
10 a.m. somewhere. Okay. Thank you, Robot, for pulling up PDP. That's very kind of you. Always looking to sell.
Clear the screen, robot.
Robot knows marketing, man.
I mentioned that acronym when I was talking about subscription.
Okay. That looks nice. I like
How
that.
do we clear it? Reset. Start over.
0110. There it
There
goes. Try to speak its language. That's so funny.
What?
If you listen back to the stream, you'll have one of those moments where you'll say, you know what, you're way funnier on stream than I give you credit for.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Look at that. That's kind of nice. It's not really. I wonder if Monk's still waiting in the lobby of Ashteki right now.
Let me check.
Yeah, he's always there. Like, is there ever a time when Monk is not in the lobby?
How do I find? Oh, he's there.
He's in the
actually-
lobby, isn't he?
He's actually playing.
He's in a game. How does Monk have time to play Ashes constantly?
I don't know, man.
I've been on there like 4 a.m. and he's just sitting there waiting for a game.
Maybe Monk it's his bot.
Yeah, maybe he's just grinding experience
Yeah, for no reason.
for no reason. Nothing to be gained, but that's a great roll too. 3 basics.
All right, you get choice.
I want to go second.
Alex says, as a person who just listens, I'm missing a lot of context for this episode.
Alex Becker?
Yeah. Roy McQueen says, hey.
He wasn't missing context on that direct mail platform. As he said, I deliver so much junk every day to mailboxes around the country.
It's a travesty.
It's an absolute travesty. And where does it go? Recycling, landfill.
If we're lucky.
The whole thing perpetuates itself. It's just so stupid.
I use mine in my fires.
I just want to do less stupid things universally.
That is a good goal. Is this
All the problems.
third
that are
pillar
just
of the woolly platform.
bad systems.
Stop being stupid.
doing it.
Yeah.
Stop. It's not hard. We just have to decide.
Did you want first or second?
I want second.
Yours truly. All right.
Tim, it's because I like this bet. I mean, why would you run 5 and 5?
Did I do that?
No, I did it. I got a new die from the thing because all my stuff triggers off a divine die. I have a few time effects, but I don't
see.
need statuses.
He really needs a win this week.
Well, it's just like I've got spells in my thing that say take up to 3 divine in your used pool. It's like, well, I got to get more than 5.
All right, I'm going to play the Summoned Wishing Wing spell. We're going to look at my dice types. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm going to totally recant on what I just did.
It's disgusting that you don't have sleeves on your cards. I mean, it's like, is it even really a card game?
Let's play Keepsake as my main action. Yeah, it is. I'm just playing it for real. I'm going to use
7 hours later.
a wolf. And I lower 2 dice.
Wait, what do you do? Read that card to me. It just says main action when you play it.
That's my side action.
Oh,
It says after 1 or more dice in an opponent's
I
active
see.
pool are re-rolled, lowered in level, or changed to a side of my choice.
Yeah, so you can do 2 dice, 1 level down.
Yeah, we'll take the lion down one.
What a fool.
And we'll take the one of your time dice down. The basic, yeah. Then I'll get a status token on this thing.
You don't have to clarify to basic, but where else is it going to go?
Yeah.
You know.
Over to you.
Okay, that felt productive. What do you do with the status on that thing?
Oh, it's not working. I can I can have up to 4 status on it. Action, spend a mask, discard it, deal damage to a unit equal to the number of status tokens on it.
Oh, so your removal comes in the form of your spell board and is a one-shot discard, do X damage.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Robin of Loxley. I want to see Zach play a deck at the Pro Tour without sleeves.
Mm-hmm. Okay, comes into play.
I don't know. Keepsake phase after 1 or more are lowered for each affected die, so I get 2 immediately. Yeah.
Wow. There's the dads there.
Just going for the value.
Okay, so what I need to do is I need to pay some divine dice. Okay. Okay. I get you. You could just knock this guy right off the board. Oh, well, aren't we interesting? Okay. 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 All right. Side action reinforce.
Yeah.
It's the one that lets me search and do stuff. And then let's play. If you can believe it. You can have it if you want it. A crystal archer coming in. Oh, I got to do the thing. Hold on, I can do that. Side action meditate. No, I don't need a side action meditate. Yeah, I do. I gotta get the other thing. Side action, I'm gonna meditate 1 there. It's a crystal archer, and that's actually good. I kind of want him in the thing.
In the dig.
Dig. And then main action, we're gonna do a crystal archer. Watch out, coming at you for a hourglass and an angel. Divine time. When it does declares an attacker, blocker, guard, 1 immediately to a target unit. Opponent controls. 2 life. 2 attack.
Okay. I'm going to play a Summon Wishing Wing as my main action. And then I'm going to meditate twice. I'm going to go up to Wolf. Meditate again. Ooh. Wolf. Don't like seeing those. Over to you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You gotta spend a mass to kill something. All right. Okay, well, let's just play it out. Let's play it out. Let's do a reinforce onto the spell board there. Side action, isn't that nice? And then let's swing at you for 2.
Taking 2. 2 for Tuesday.
2 exposed.
Fine.
Yeah.
We're going to play a... I'm going to wait on that. Play a Reimagine.
If I can only...
After I've used a turtle or a wolf, I can put that die here. I can use dice on the spell to pay the cost of reactions.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay, let's do a main action. A couple of basics. Here for Dimona. Dimona. We're going to put an exhausted ally for an Empyrean mount. And Crystal Archer is going to go onto that thing. Look at me, I'm riding the horsey now. Whee! Destroy that. Get the ally back in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chaos Theory, it's great. Everyone should know too. So Zach's gonna be gone next week for who knows what. Off gallivanting and getting that 10 a.m. Bud Light in.
That's right. Yeah.
Call it a mental health break.
You remember, I'm actually going to Star Wars Celebration next week, but I'm also going to, because we're going and like flight stuff, we're going early. So it's not just for that, we're also hanging out. But you remember that hotel we went to for SoCal SmackDown?
Yeah.
It's the same hotel I'm
No
staying
way.
in. Yeah.
That place was awesome.
Rooftop hot tubs and pool.
Yeah, that place was awesome.
We doing it. Anyways, go ahead, carry on.
Anyway, so I'm going to have Chaos Theory.
The Chaos Theory?
Known and loved community member and human being, we presume, Chaos Theory,
We presume.
is going to be joining me on webcam, and we're going to build Hope and Dimona. We're going to talk about the directions you might be able to go with both Hope and Dimona whenever you take them into an actual constructed situation.
Nice.
Can we see the schedule? Is the schedule, pop the schedule, see the schedule? Do you remember what it's called?
Let's go to the schedule.
Go to the schedule.
Because it's something
bring
we
in
would
the
never
schedule.
say in a real sentence.
Yeah, bring in the schedule, make the schedule
I think it's
appear.
let's go to the schedule.
Yeah, well, we'll get there eventually. Anyway, back to you. There it is.
Well, boom.
So there you
Yeah.
can see we got Chaos there coming in. I'm also playing webcam stuff with Brendan on Tuesday for Flesh and Blood. And then Marvel Champions LCG on Monday. Gonna unbox a couple of packs. So come join me, keep me company.
Yeah.
Nothing more awkward than talking in a room by yourself.
Solo streaming is I have such respect for solo streamers.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to summon a Wishing Wing. Opportunist. When it comes into play, if I have a turtle. In my active pool, I place a status token on it. It's got 1 attack value. And when it's destroyed, I can draw up to X cards, where X is the number of status tokens. Then I'm going to use a turtle to place a status token on it as a side action.
Does anything happen?
It just has 2 attack. And it
What
was
about
just,
that?
yeah, I meant to do that. That's why I did that.
I'll just be here helping you out, you know?
Yeah, thank you. We did it. All right, over to you. Thanks, Firewing. Saying he's jealous of me going to Celebration. I will have fun.
Huh. Well.
That's awesome, Torres. And I won't be able to watch the next couple of weeks because I'll be on my honeymoon in Spain.
Boom. Love it. Go to Barcelona. Love Barcelona.
Here's a question for anyone that may know better. Where are the best beaches in Europe? That's a thing, right?
And beaches do exist.
I don't think about beaches in Europe.
Not really.
I saw a picture the other day and it was like, wait a second. I know Italy has some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, they got some beaches, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty much everywhere an ocean is, you're gonna find them. Why do these bots exist? Is there nothing we can do about that? Does YouTube not have some kind of an algorithm that says anyone posting like kissy faces only probably shouldn't be able to
has
comment?
any of those words in their name?
Can we restrict the chat somehow?
Don't know.
Is there a chat settings? Click on that settings up there.
Torres saying going to Barcelona in Spain. It's awesome. That's fun.
What does the bot do? Filtering. Look at filtering. What does filtering do there? Hide common chat bots?
These are all the people we banned.
My gosh. They just keep coming.
Words to filter.
Well, I think we'd have to, I think it would still be in YouTube because it's just coming into the Restream app. It's not, like it's still on YouTube, right? So we need to go into our YouTube chat settings and be like, don't let people who have nothing good to say anything. I can do that after the stream.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so I've got a bit of a pickle here. You've got a blocker. You got 2 cards in hand.
Your pickle comment made me want to say Cincinnati pickle, which then reminded me of a story from this weekend. I meant to tell you this yesterday, so I got to tell it. I got to share it. We're in Uber, and Matt on our team is from Ohio.
Yeah.
And Ian is like, how do you feel about Cincinnati chili?
Mm-hmm.
Matt only hears, how do you feel about Cincinnati? But everyone else in the car hears Cincinnati chili. So Matt starts on a story, and he's like, well, I'm a little biased because I grew up in Cleveland. And he goes for about 10 minutes. And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, like, I'm so excited about however he's going to stick this landing because he's obviously got to be going somehow getting us back to the chili. About 10 minutes in, Tim said, did this story start with Ian asking how Matt felt about Cincinnati chili? And Ian goes, yeah. And then Matt goes, oh no. We died. We died in that car right there.
Oh, man, that's good. Illusion doing some work here. It's annoying me.
Treading on your dice?
Well, you just got to honor the wolves.
These, yeah, you meditate up, and then I just send them back down. It's crazy.
Yeah, which is actually, I mean, it's fine technically, right? Because like you're wasting dice on it.
It's fine until it's not.
It's better because you got that keepsake over there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you get like side action, knock 2 down, destroy a 4 health unit, which is pretty cool.
I could, yeah.
For 1 die, that's pretty good. Like 1 die, and then all of the things you spent on the illusion. How many, did you do your first 5 well, would you say? With only 2 cards left, can you spend 7 dice?
I mean, if this goes away, I'm going to draw 2 cards.
That's why I'm not really in a hurry to make that happen.
I wouldn't be.
I feel like there's not 7 dice worth of cards here. I think you made an error.
It's only an error if I don't get to draw the cards.
Yeah, that's right. So I never attack.
But if I don't get to draw the cards, I don't care if I spent my dice.
Can you destroy your
Right?
own?
Like, if you're just not attacking, then it's like, okay.
Well, I just, I'll build up and come in on the second turn.
That's fine.
Okay. I'll plan to do that.
Look at Wishing Wing. It's a really annoying unit.
Yeah, pretty good, yeah. Let's play Summon Cloudburst Griffin as my main. And then we're going to side action up a time die. Ooh, another Crystal Archer right off the top.
Mine?
Yeah.
I'm going to play Summon Fox Spirit.
Just keep coming.
Do like the Fox Spirits. Okay, so you're saying Wishing Wing is dope. I like those aggro birds, honestly.
Kids still saying dope? Or is that an old person thing to say now?
2 things that kids are saying these days that I am recently aware of is drip.
Okay.
Like,
is that good?
It's like when someone has like dope shoes on. Now you say, oh, those shoes are got drip.
Got drip.
Got drip on it.
Like they're dripping with cool or something?
Yeah. Nephew's saying that. It's like, then the other one is gas.
Yeah, gas is kind of, but we say that in Flesh and Blood, Gas. That turn was gas.
Yeah.
Say it in Ashes, too. I think you get gas turns everywhere. Okay, well, how about this? Look at this play. Boom. Side action. Adept Duelist. Main action. Wayward Recruit. Oof. When this Wayward Recruit comes into play, I can choose a Divine Die in my exhausted pool and resolve its dice power. Pacow! And we'll put it... I mean, you're going to kill everything, so I'm going to give this thing 1 life, or 1 attack. So now I've got 1 attack everywhere. Ha!
Okay.
Everybody, look at that. Boom. Sudden board. Ah! Horses and...
I'm going to play a Dream Fracture as a side action. Then I'm going to take an action. I'm going to lower that.
Okay.
If you don't have any power dice, I'll do a damage to your Phoenixborn.
Who needs power dice? Okay. Over to me, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You got no cards in hand.
Nope.
You can summon a fox. Interesting.
Monk says, I heard you talking about me. Leave my
did.
ashes.
Yeah.
Slove alone, Steven? That should mean love.
What's guard mean?
Getting in front of a unit. 4K.
You're going to be drawn.
What are you going to do, not attack? I mean, come on. It's crazy. For 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to block that one.
Yeah. Over to you.
I'm going to use Hope. Side action. Spend a basic. Do I need this timed idol?
Nah.
Make a copy of a conjuration. It's going to get destroyed. Oh, wait, hold on, back up. Not doing that. Not doing that at all.
Don't need it.
Well, I need to have a turtle out first to make sure it gets a status ticket when it comes in. Yeah, so let's summon a fox spirit. When it comes into play, I can raise the die on one of my dice.
Bless you.
And then over to you.
Okay. Well.
Gee willikers.
We've got ourselves something interesting here, don't we? Well.
I will say I like these cards better than I expected.
It's meant to take twice.
Oh, yeah, boy. Let's go.
Yeah. Boom. Doesn't matter what they are. We'll spin them immediately on a Cloud Strike Griffin. Cloud Burst Griffin, excuse me. Quick strike.
Okay.
Over you. I'm all out of dice. So lost without you. Look at these spammers. I'm getting on YouTube now and trying to set that up.
I'm blocking them.
I refuse to lose, man. I
Yeah.
refuse.
He's got to keep cutting the weeds.
I'm gonna actually have to just say disable all emojis.
How sad.
You know, we could have fun, except there's people out there in the world that are bad. They just love ruining it for everybody else. They love it. Moderate live chat. Subscribers only. Subscribers only. That's what we'll do. Are you all subscribers?
Ooh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, let's do that. Why are we not doing that?
That makes a lot of sense, honestly.
Go to live control room. Where the heck is that? Live control room. I've never been there before in my life. Okay, I see you, YouTube. Live control room.
What's your Battlefield 7? Holy smokearinis.
Okay.
How'd they allow that?
I may take the stream down here, so if this goes down, don't... We're still here. Show more. Change all YouTube live chat to subscribers. Everyone's gonna have to ring that bell. Or whatever it is. This week, well, yeah, sub... Yes.
Justin says if the bots want in, they're going to have to inflate your subscription numbers.
Yeah, it was just fine. Subscriber only chatting. Live control room.
Saying I did not forget to like and subscribe, and I also rang the bell.
Great.
Ding, 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 ding.
Where is live control room YouTube?
Oh my god. You're having to Google?
I can't stand anything that they build. Except the Excel, whatever their Excel is.
Oh, Google
and
Sheets?
Gmail's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, but independently. It's the cross integration that's always been a problem for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the issue here is They want you to be creating like live stream, go live stuff. Like not
Like
through Restream.
pre-scheduled
Yeah.
stuff.
Live
love
now.
the-
Here. Okay, here we are.
I love the idea that you can't comment if you're not subscribed.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need that in our chat.
We don't need it.
Highlight video, no. Add stream marker, no. Share, no. Chat. Why do you do this, YouTube? Why are you so bad at this? Create a poll.
Biz asking, are these dice trays prototypes or something? So a friend of the show, sent these to us. We've been using them for a while. Possible we make something like it. They are really nice. The
They are
dice
nice.
trays are really nice, right?
Yeah, they are nice. They are nice. Where is live control? Creation, go live, brand new stream. Yeah, okay. I get that. This is an exercise in user experience, everybody. Don't be like YouTube. Don't be like YouTube. Okay. New live control room. I got it. I'm here, Zach. I'm here on the live control room. What else do they want from me?
I don't know, man.
We're already here. Look, you're solo streaming now.
David, when do you think you'll reveal the plans for 3.0, if ever?
Man, we just got the revised ones a second ago.
Yeah. We'll be showing lots of the progress stuff from like 0 to being built.
Edit.
So it'll happen at some point.
Live chat. Okay, here we go. We're here. Edit. Live chat. Okay, well that doesn't exist. So here, let's try this again. Edit. Here we go. Audience? No. Oh, I see what happened. The interface was wrong. Live chat. Boom. Only subscribers. Boom. Minimum subscribe time? 10 minutes?
0 minutes.
0 minutes.
If you hop on and want to leave a comment, you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, you're in.
How long do you want participants to wait between sending messages? I don't need people
5
spamming.
seconds?
How about 15 seconds?
The spammers are always like...
Yeah. Okay,
I don't know,
save.
15 seconds is a long time.
Okay. You're such a child of the internet. 5 seconds?
I just see like David here commented 2 different things. Like,
Okay, I think we've done it. I think we did it. Slow mode is on every 5 seconds.
Hey,
Only
everyone out
channel
there,
subscribers can send messages.
do me a favor if you're watching live. Try to comment if you're not subscribed. Make sure that's working. And also comment as fast as you can. Just a couple in like 2 seconds, see if it stops you and what happens.
All right, Covenant Nation, I need you guys to do a test for me out there.
Excuse me, Cub Nation.
What are we doing with our lives?
Y-Wing Sam says you do have the subscribers filter on now. Functioning.
Perfect. Now we know who's actually subscribed.
Tim Megan saying it works.
How many people were gold bricking the whole time, not
Well,
subscribing and coming in here and chatting with us?
You can't chat unless you're on the list.
That's right. Welcome to the club.
AB saying I'm a Twitch viewer. Dave Edges says about 3 seconds.
Yeah, Twitch is fine. Twitch has technology that makes everything
That makes
better.
it work.
What did
All
you
right.
do? Did you do anything that I need to care about?
I'm going to finally use that ability.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring in a wishing wing. I have a copy of a turtle, so it's going to get a status token.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to attack your adept duelist with it for 1.
I'm gonna block.
All right. It'll get exhausted. It gets destroyed at the end of the turn. It'll trigger. I'll draw a card.
Oh, the turn, not the round.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll see that. Mm-hmm. You got a little mouse trap set up over there that I'm not keen to mess with here.
Oh man, somehow a bot got through.
What? Are you kidding me? Yeah, how did you subscribe?
People are loving it.
Dude,
It did slow them down. It did slow them down. It was only one comment.
I'm going to lose my mind today.
So they subscribe and then
The burden of technology is too high today.
Charlotte's saying this has been quite the stream. I told you, man, I knew. I dropped the token lid came off the box. My tokens went everywhere. That should have been the end of the day. We should have gone, had drinks with umbrellas in it, and just called it.
What if we make them subscribe for 10 minutes? No bot is going to wait that long. Robots don't know how to wait.
Man, can you imagine you're really excited about Ashes, you come onto the first live stream, and then that message is, this is my first time live, so excited to be here. And it's like, well, you can't do that unless you subscribe, and then you hit subscribe, and then you're like, oh no, and then you can't comment. I don't know.
Yeah. And then you get hit with naked XYZ bubblegum
That's just
smiley
part of the
face.
appeal, you know what I mean? It just is what it is.
Ridiculous. We got the boss man himself, Nick Conley, in the chat.
Sir Nick Conley.
That's right.
Nick, I like all the cards in this deck 5 times more than I expected I would.
Yeah. And his floor was low. Griffin at Fox Spirit. Quick strike.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
It is.
You take one.
Yeah. I don't. I got quick strike.
Aw. We were so close.
I'm setting up a turn 2 party bus.
Yeah. A turn 2 party bus, eh?
You can kill a 2 health thing though at any time. I'm scared.
I sure can.
Our chat just got a lot better on my app. On this app. It's starting to show avatars and
I added
stuff.
that.
You just did that?
Yeah, I clicked the settings and it was
cool.
like add avatars. It is way better.
We are such... Man, I feel the grind of age as we interact with technology.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. It's just like slowly slipping out of my hands. I'm accepting it though. I think I'm just going to complain about new stuff from now on rather than try to adapt.
Side action. Should make it a 3.
You're just going to draw your turn cards early so you can look at them and form a plan?
Well, I'm just getting to 3 first. So that I can actually
The gimmies?
destroy your mount if I would like to. You have any guards?
How do you destroy my mount?
I'm at 3 attack.
Oh.
I just punch it.
It also does that. It's not just the draw thing?
No, it's X attack and X draw.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So as my main action, I'm gonna go ahead and attack the mount.
You just side action turtle like that? Then you...
Pop it like it's hot.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll do the thing.
Counter.
Yeah.
When you wish upon a star. Draw 3. Oh, baby.
Baby. Do I have any free allies in the deck? I don't think I do I? Let's swing a 2 for 2.
Take 2.
I'm not scared of what you can do with 2 wolves, you know?
You will be.
It'll be painful.
Mine?
Yeah.
Alright, as a main action,
Let's take a learn.
we're going to put another copy of Reimagine out.
What's that one do?
That's the one where after you pay for something with a turtle or a wolf, I can put the die here and then use it for reactions later.
You can't do that twice, surely, can you?
Not with the same
You
power.
don't split
thing.
the... One wolf becomes 2. Then...
We're also going to play another copy as a side action of Dream Fracture. Watch yourself. It's a burn deck. When did this happen? There's a reason I'm smiling. Your action.
Pass.
I'm gonna main action Keepsake.
What you want?
Into play. This guy.
Griffin Gallon.
Yeah. Should have done that way earlier. You live and you learn, though.
You get loans.
And then pass.
I'm not going to use reinforce yet. I'm going to save that. I'll pass as well.
All right, into phase, clear.
What's your health over there? 17?
Yeah. That's a dad's mud roll. Just on fire with these dice. I'm gonna need it.
On fire with these dice. He's on fire. Nail in the coffin.
How much health do you have left?
16 minus my damage. Just go right for the value here, I suppose. Huh. Well, these are all good cards. Happy about that. You got 5 cards, man. Before the wishing wings come into the party here.
Cacao.
They're wishing. Nick Green saying reimagine isn't like Royal Charm. It's not when you spin the power dice, it's when you use the power ability. As in you use the turtle to give a status.
Yeah.
You would, yeah.
Similar.
Similar, but different. A lot of spells over there, bud. I feel like I need to spin my big dice. You're about to start turning and burning.
Yep.
But I'm not going to. I'm going to attach Crystal Armor here for +1 all around the board. +1 to all things. Yeah, and it has a reaction thing that I'm not going to use. Then I'll swing at you for 3.
Taking 3.
Yeah.
You went for the value, ladies and gentlemen.
Punch.
Well, let's get a wishing wing.
That is a chunky synth line in that song.
Yeah, dude. It's so
How
good.
did they make that noise? It had to be just air. I mean, it's just tubes of air, all of it anyway.
Yeah.
But
What is
there's some
sound?
serious tubes of air. I'm not messing around with that one. Got all these main actions. I really would like to do more with it.
How would you like to make a wish? Do I have a side action? Hold on. No. Carry on.
Let's reinforce. See what happens. Look at the top 5 cards in my draw pile. Reveal an ally or alteration spell. See if we get any.
You have to reveal them.
Yeah. You may reveal an ally or alteration, place it into your hand. Shuffle your draw pile. You may immediately play the revealed card without paying any main or side action cost. So I could play it right now on the Wayward Recruit to give it +1/+1.
Could you play it on the wishing wing?
I sure could.
Just for fun?
I sure could.
See ya, Kai.
And you know what? Why not? There's a lot of good reasons why I wouldn't want to actually do this. But who cares?
Just slinging dice. Let's go.
Who cares, right? And look, it's got the art, so like I feel like I'm supposed to put it on the.
It just matches up.
They're telling me to do it.
What could go wrong?
Here it goes. Side action. Spin up some dice, assuming you're going to spin them down.
It do be like that.
Let's go ahead and meditate. Ooh, another crystal armor. Meditate again. Aye, Railroad recruit. Every.
Alright.
See, okay.
Let's spend a wolf. We'll turn 2 of your lions down.
How original.
And I'm going to put that here. Reimagine. And then I will main action
Reimagine.
a dream fracture. We'll turn your other lion down 1 and do a damage to your Phoenixborn.
Okay. Okay.
Spooky illusion stuff, man.
Ooh, got the spooks. Got a case of the spooks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Chaos Theory was saying it likes to hold a crystal armor after my opponent sees it, so they know it's there, and because you can react to them. Interesting.
Isn't that the same old argument about dominate?
Don't know.
I'd rather not have the information at all. Crystal Archer main. Over to you.
We're gonna meditate.
Realm Walker gone. Love it.
Wolf. Wolf.
Oh.
So wolf pack kind of weak, you know what I mean? Check this unit out.
The Realm Walker?
Love it. Realm Walker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wolf, a time die, and a basic.
That's the one right there.
That unit is good. Over to you.
Get an attack, choose target opponent, place a exhaustion onto an exhaustion unit of choice they control, right? So you can get some damage in there. Yeah. Okay. We've got ideas.
How fascinating.
Let's side action up. What else are you going to knock down here? I'll just keep having a decent spread here. What is that? Dream Fracture?
Action, lower a die level, do damage to your Phoenixborn.
So ideally I want to have 2 up. That's fine, man. Bring it on. Bring it on. Burn me down.
Burn me down.
Burn me down. Burn me down. All right, let's swing Crystal Archer at your Phoenixborn. And then I'm going to do this. When it's declared as an attacker, deal the damage to target unit and opponent controls. You know, there's a part of me that wants to destroy that Wishing Wing. You get a card out of the deal. But man, I just keep trimming the board, you know? Let's kill the Wishing Wing. Let's go.
1 here.
Yep.
All right. I'll draw a card.
And then 2 head into your Phoenixborn.
1 second. Question about timing. Let's just say, hypothetically, Wishing Wing's on the table, you react, you kill it. It dies, I draw a card.
I think so.
If I have a reaction that is after a unit I control, a life I 1 is destroyed as a result of an attack, spell, dice ability, or dice power that I drew off of that card, could I immediately play it?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Charlotte, the league does end tonight, I believe. I think it's the last week of 12. I'd have to verify, but that would likely ship next month.
I bet you could immediately play it. When this unit is destroyed, after this unit is destroyed, I would say so.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not
you
like
can
a
play
weird
it.
stack moment.
We'll see if anything matters.
I think I may as well.
Sure.
Double down. A mask and a
Whee!
time die.
You can use the one off Reimagine, right? Is a reaction?
Yeah. I had other plans for that, but yes. So a wolf and a time die.
Nick says yes. It can be used.
And so we're going to get 2 wishing wings.
Boom.
And I have a turtle. So you're just going to come in with a status.
Love it.
And you're attacking
Phoenix
my
Born.
Phoenix Born. That's a great little combo. Yeah, we'll block with the wishing wing.
All right. I'm going to play a disengage.
I
I come back, and you exhaust.
You're trying to bait my Realm Walker.
I just get another free 1 damage. Let's go.
Alright. That's pretty nice.
And you go.
Alright.
Yeah, we talk about it being a fencer in Flesh and Blood, you know? It does attacks, but then, like, you declare defense, and then they get an action point back. It'd be miserable to play against.
Oh, don't you see? Card's name?
2. Can't you see?
Do it to me.
Only a woman. Better be.
I mean, sure. No.
Dang it. Felt like a mistake coming on.
It was. You wouldn't believe how much of a mistake was happening there.
It had the sound of a mistake, and you figured it out just in time. My hand was still on the card.
Alright, we're gonna use a wolf to lower your time dice. It's gonna go on this copy of it. Reimagine.
It's a mill deck and a burn deck. It's my favorite deck to play against.
Killer,
Incredible.
man. We're gonna do some damage.
They're the same thing, though, aren't they? In Ashes?
Yeah, that's what makes it acceptable. Then my main action is gonna be summon a fox. We're gonna lower one of your angels.
Are you an angel?
Are you an angel?
Take one. Oh, no, wait, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
You got little guys everywhere. I get it.
Little guys everywhere.
Cool. But aside from that, you got 2 dice left also, so that's relevant. You still got that little fracture blade. That doesn't cost you anything, does it?
Not anymore.
So we're gonna have to be cool on this. Be real cool on this. All right, so let's meditate one up. Let's cast the Griffin. Let's hop the Griffin, like our friend down there at the micro pub.
Just playing at the clock.
How intoxicating.
Yeah, you know it. You do know it. Let's go. Yeah, it's fine. Realm Walker is gonna actually swing at your Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Yeah. You seen Harry Potter?
I've seen it. I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
And I've got to exhaust something, right?
Yeah. One exhaustion token on an exhaustion unit of choice.
I'm gonna go here.
React. Ensnare. Use this wolf. Play a spell after an opponent declares a guard. Deal 2 damage to that target guardian unit or Phoenixborn.
Okay, so I take 5 total.
Yep.
That's an easy token.
When I was doing the math on it, I was like, I just want to make sure.
It cost you 1 wolf.
I spent it off my
Right on.
Reimagine.
That's nice. Reimagine's got the goods, man.
Resource. Energy.
It's got the good resource energy.
It's Synergy's cousin.
Okay, this could get interesting. Okay, we gotta keep that pounce at bay.
Chaos Theory. Ensnare. Such damage. Those little foxes are mean if you don't deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Can't you see? Ooh, do I love that Crystal Archer. Ooh, boy. Let me tell you. Can you kill my Griffin or do something about it? Probably. Alright, have a card. 1 damage there, or I'm sorry, I'll target there, do 1 damage to the fox thing.
You're attacking here.
Yeah.
Pinging here.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll block here.
2 come night.
Mine?
Yeah.
Let's side action.
Swarm.
Make a copy of the Wishing Wing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a turtle, so I'll get a status token. And then main action. No, that's wrong. This is all wrong.
Reverse.
Yeah, hold on. Back this up. That's just bad. There's a way better play.
What's up, Justin Kimsey? Thank you guys for introducing me to this game. I just picked up a starter set and can't wait to get the cards in my hand. You will not be disappointed. Game's beautiful. Game plays well. Game's incredible. Love it. Designers in the chat right now. Nick Conley. He's in there. Chaos Theory, I think you're right. These are probably the best pre-cons that we've played so far.
Yeah, I agree.
This is a real game of Ashes. Yeah, we get to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just strictly better, isn't it? Okay, whatever. Spin a turtle. We're going to put a status token here. He's going to swing at the Griffin for 2.
Griffin for 2. You get...
Are you countering?
Yeah.
You don't have to, technically.
I guess. I don't know. What's 2? You got 1 die. 2. I don't think 2 cards matters here.
Pops.
Yeah, I'm going to clear the board.
Draw 2.
Maybe it will.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what I can get into here. We've got options. Yeah, I think that's the right option, actually. Let's see what this thing does again. Okay, I get it. Okay, that's not really what we want right now, though. So you've got Hope's ability. If you want to, you can copy a Wishing Wing. Proud we are of all of them. You've got Dream Fracture. If I spend that die, you can't technically lower anything, right?
Well, I don't know how that works. It says choose a die, lower a die, choose a target opponent with one or more dice. Period. Lower a die and active roll. Period. Then deal. So I assume it wouldn't work if I can't.
I think that's right. Okay. So then we go there, and then that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. Ooh, ooh. We get the Crystal Archer. It just depends on what you got in your hand, man. It always comes down to that, doesn't it? It just comes down to that. Because there's a lot of value on this table. That's one less damage. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, I'll use this ability. I'll go here and here on my basic. Now, the inevitable question. I've got a 1/3. I've got a 2/2 with a great ability. And I've got a 3/3 that we're not touching. You've got a 3/3, you've got a 1 attack. I think I might be in board building territory. You've got 2 burn on the board. You don't have gold or a golden kill yet, whatever that is. Molten gold.
Kids on the deck.
I hate the idea of like this alteration just not getting used. It's disgusting. 1/3 or a 2/2 with shot. I mean, I can't. This guy's got to stay on the board, right? All right. You're going under, getting dunked.
Don't feel so good about this one.
Like I said, it's a beautiful horse person. And then I'll pass it over to you.
I'm gonna meditate to a wolf, and then I'll pass back to you.
What kind of reactions you got?
Can't tell you. They do exist, though.
They do exist. But what would they be? I read all the cards.
Got the 2 damage when you declare a guard. I've got the double down. You destroy something, I can duplicate things.
It's conjuration only?
I
hope so.
Yep. It's the only ones you've seen so far.
All right, let's try it. We'll go mount onto the realm organ.
You got it. How sad all of this were. I'll pass.
Sad we are of all of that. Let's play another Cloudburst Griffin here.
Nice. I'll pass.
So let's see. If I do that, if I meditate up, there's no reason, because then you knock it down.
And then you take a damage.
And I take a damage, so I will pass.
Alright. Let's roll.
And we can choose, yeah, we can choose a roll.
Use dream fractures early. It's the rule.
The lockdown. Play, get your lockdown. What about your card now? Standing on the corner like a man. Let's hear it for Midnight Club. Oof. Racing game for all racing games. Street racing.
Street youth.
Coming to a street near you.
Alright. Table set. I'm first.
Yeah.
West block available.
Here's the asking why I have 6 divine. Because 5 time dice is strictly wrong in this deck. So I grabbed a 6th divine. Because you've got cards like Blessing of Lightning. Is it cheating? Is that cheating, technically? Is that cheating? Can't you bring any dice you want to the game?
I mean,
With the precons, they don't say like you have to have 5 and 5.
I don't think there's any rule.
Yeah, they don't even tell you how many to bring, do they? Hardly cheating. I've seen cheating. Let me tell you, dude, I've seen cheating.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna play Realm Walker.
Oh.
Side action. I will pass my side action.
Okay.
KR says, oh, I see. You want to play Constructor deck against Zach's Precon deck. Justin, sign-up's probably going to end later this week. It's whenever we charge for the subscription, which is usually a week and a half, 2 weeks before the next league starts. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
So this says this unit can't be guarded against. You can't guard it if it attacks a Realm Walker. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So what you got other tools here? You must have other tools. Something that's gonna save your Realm Walker.
Would make sense.
Can you hand me your discard piling?
Oh my goodness, he's getting serious. Steven needs a dub. He needs a dub.
I don't need it, you know. I'm just looking
got
for
you.
it. Now, that wasn't 5 seconds apart. Spam
Actually, if
man.
you look at the time, it was 10 seconds apart.
Wow. So 15 seconds would have stopped it. Alex says, man, exclamation point. Well, at least they're subscribing. Pump the numbers. You know,
That's right.
I don't care. Show us to more people. Stupid robots. Declare attackers. Things are bad. Okay. After an opponent declares a guard. Okay, I'm not going to be doing that. Double down doesn't work. Alright, so if we look at those, you can jump this. Dreamlock, you gotta keep safe. Snare, keep safe. Summon, wishing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. 3 copies each. 24. 30 card decks. 8. 9. 10. I've seen all your cards. You don't have anything that can stop you here. Swing for 3 on your Realm Walker.
Counter.
Got it. And then let's see if we got a side action here. We're going to side action play an Adept Duelist.
Again?
Again. Why me scum? The name of Hope's deck is the Artist of Dreams.
Okay. Sir.
I don't want to die. I just want to ride my motorcycle.
We're going to summon a Wishing Wing.
Wise play, if you ask me. Just that turtle sitting there.
Over to you.
Just sitting there.
That's what turtles do, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to take a side action. I'm going to use this fox. I turn your time dice down to basics. I'm just gonna put this on remap.
But time. Okay. You got more. You got more stuff. You got more shenanigans. More nonsense. You know. Okay, bun. Let's do a meditate here. I'm gonna meditate this guy. Let's start getting to it. And then I'm gonna main action a piercing light.
What's that do?
All units I control with a divine die on them have overkill.
Nice. All right, let's
Taking care of a Pomeranian. More bots subscribing. Dude, we may become the most popular YouTube channel on the planet with this plan.
the bots plan.
Yeah.
Surely no one's thought of this.
Marketing goals achieved, man. Spike subscriber growth. Right here.
That's pretty dope.
You're playing a bunch of weird happy animals and I'm playing things with like swords and stuff.
It is interesting. Use that. What happens?
Okay, so you just do it. It says, man, every day this happens. It's the end of the day. Time for me to go home, but I'm like tempted to sit here after hours and watch TC stream because I don't want to miss it on the drive home. Well, just stick with us here for what? Maybe 20 more minutes? Depending on if Zach gets his control engine in place and I slowly die.
What is the goal?
Wouldn't that be something to see?
Let's play a keepsake.
Okay.
And then I will side action, meditate. Wolf. Meditate. Wolf.
Oh.
Over to you.
All right, let's try it out. What do you think? I'm going to play a Blessing of Lightning. I'm going to choose 3 Divine Die.
I think they have to be on lions, though, right?
I don't think so. You have to smith them as lions? I thought you just resolved the die ability.
Maybe. That's awesome. That
Resolve
sounds-
the powers without paying their costs. So I don't even think you have to spend a lion. I think you just have to have 3 in there. Because resolve the dice power, I think, just means put them on here.
That's crazy.
Get ready to rock.
They don't. Jason said that's a good game.
Swing with everything. Oh wait, I gotta do.
Yeah, so I'll have overkill.
Kill one of that there with the archer.
That's our card. That's not the card. And then you're coming in for 3, 6, 10.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do. I gotta do this here, right? Because this is 3, This becomes 4. This becomes 3. So 3. All these are at 3, which is good.
Well, they have overkill too, right? So you may as well make them all have overkill.
Yeah. Because then if you
I
block
block
this
here,
one, that's 6. That's the idea, yeah. So no matter which one you block, it's 1, and then 6 gets through.
Well, let me
Unless you have the stuff.
tell you, I don't. I'll block this one. Which one? Which battle do you want to resolve first?
Has to be 3 separate units. Okay, cool. Let's do this one first.
Take 3. Which one next?
This one next,
Oh,
yeah.
no, take 3 more.
I'll do this one here for
Overkill. Yeah, that was good. There were a couple of hands that were just like, what am I doing?
You got the old precon hands. This thing was firing, dude. This is a great
Well,
precon.
this is pretty close. If these had been focused, it would have helped. Like those foxes being side actions would be really powerful if I have a focus here. That's what I drew off that last draw. I also didn't see until that last hand any void pulses.
Yeah, dude. It's
That
so
card
good.
is Bugatti.
You can tell that this deck in its current configuration has a lot of things that draw.
Yeah.
So you need to start abusing that.
Yeah. I really like a lot of these cards though. And I think the card draw, there were turns where I had spent half my dice, used 5 cards, and had 5 cards in hand. Mm-hmm. And it was like, if these were the right 5 cards,
These were replayable 5.
it would be insanity, honestly. So there's gonna, mark my words, there's gonna be some busted shenanigans with these cards.
There's
if
some
there aren't
crazy
already.
stuff we're about to see.
Yeah.
For sure.
This Hope deck is wildcats.
Good game all.
I'm excited to build that for sure.
Wyoming's come say, Moot, that was awesome. Jason Lindley, our hero. Man, holy horses, nice finish.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's fun. You can see it's kind of cool. You have a little combo set up at the end there. It's nice.
And these precons are definitely more powerful than previous precons.
Man, it's not that it worked, precon. Yikes.
Yeah.
That thing was just an exercise in
Even
patience.
just seeing the Hope stuff, it's like I could burn someone down with this deck.
Yeah.
Real easy.
Yeah. Change their dice. They can't do anything. They feel awful about
Particularly
it. It's awesome.
in precon land, because like if you don't have the AoE kills, like Force of Nature would have been really bad into this for me. Not terrible. I mean, it would have been bad, but not crazy.
Drawing a lot of cards.
Yeah, but like if you're playing precon versus precon, this deck could tear down a lot of old decks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, everybody.
Yep, that was good.
That was a
If you're
wild
otherwise-
stream. We had a lot of fun in between the goalposts of the start and the finish.
That was a wild stream. All that said, reminder, the league charge is coming up for the Discord league, which Steven showed us the setup for the webcam on that. What was it, Introducing Ashes series?
Introducing Ashes. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so if that's something you're uncomfortable with, definitely check out that episode of the webcam thing. Our webcam league is fantastic. The community's awesome, very welcoming to new players, and it's a great way to get into the game, really dive in.
Except for one person.
Yeah.
One person in the league, and we just hope you don't get paired with that one person.
I gotta go ahead and pull up the promo Odette, just because I want to see it again. And
Stay on target.
yeah, everyone that plays 8 or 12 weeks in the league is going to get this bad boy. And huge shout out to all our subscribers for helping to make Ashes happen.
And
it's amazing this is happening.
And the animal trainer, what's that other one? The Beast Tamer?
Beast Tamer.
Promo Beast Tamer? Promo Beast Tamer. Robot. See, we have the good robots and the bad robots.
That's right.
The whole world keeps perpetuating itself. That's the non-promo. So this is the text of the promo one that you'll want to see. But there's a promo Beast Tamer as well. There that is.
There he is. Look how cool he looks.
Beautiful.
Also, if you didn't catch it earlier, we've been doing a Power 7 podcast series. Nick is going to be on an episode very soon. And he drops some bombs. You want to listen to that.
Drops A-bomb. A-bomb, right? A-bomb? A-bomb, not A-bomb.
You probably shouldn't say that.
A-bomb.
Yeah.
He drops a bomb. Yeah, the robot's like, just goes out of control.
What's Odette's full name?
Becomes War Games. Have you seen that movie, War Games? Mm-mm. Where young, he was the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Ran into trouble in Ireland.
Classic.
Killed somebody or something.
Is he Matthew something? What's his name?
Yeah. It's not, McConaughey came to mind, but it's not, obviously.
I forgot his
Broderick?
name. Yeah, Matthew Broderick.
Broderick. You seem like it's War Games, and he's a kid, and he thinks he's like playing a game and hacking into a
But it's
thing,
real.
but it's actually the real reality.
Classic. It's kind of like Ender's Game.
Yeah. Odette Diamond Crest. Yeah,
promo Odette Diamond Crest.
We're going to get the non-promo one first because I got excited about saying the name, and the robots are in control now. So we'll have to just wait that one out. Meantime, I can unsleeve these beautiful gold classic Dragon Shield sleeves, my favorites.
The Buttes.
Promo Odette. Oh, it's not
There's the
promo
regular.
there.
Here comes the heat.
Boom!
Look at that thing.
So this is the way to get this. Participate in the league. Be there most of the time. What is it, 8 out of 12?
66% of the time. It's not even most.
And then you can walk away with that. It'll be right in your mailbox. Well, thanks everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. We're going to get out of here. Happy Wednesday. Take care.